This is the book of Ephesians 5, verse 15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil. First and foremost, I'm going to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone rule well. Right, shalom to the whole like men that scattered abroad, pushing the truth without sincerity. Right, shalom to those few sisters, right, that's taking heed and getting in order. It's at these last days. To you all to say shalom. Right, I'm one coming at you with a quick video. Lord willing, it's edifying, blowing the trumpet, helping discern the times, right, to the nation of Israel, right, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, right, letting you know where we at before we get up out of here, But, just bring out another article, or I got two articles in the clip, right, about, what we see through the spirit is another shutdown, and we feel as if, Lord willing, this is that one, to where it proceeds to the MO to the TB, because we know through the scriptures, right, Revelation 12:12, he got to come down with great wrath because he had but a short time, in which we see he has a short time. We got nation rise against nation. We feel as if we can clearly see, we can clearly see that the Israeli and Hamas situation, that's not going to die down. That's going to brawl into, a bigger thing, So we see these things coming in the past. That's when to blow the trumpet. Hey, let's know to be aware and be prepared, right, spiritually, right? Because we inside those times. So this right here is another virus. It says winter vomiting virus cases rising. So I'm just reading a couple of it. Grab the precepts and go to the next article. It says every day last week there were about 350 people in the hospital with diarrhea and vomiting symptoms, compared with 126 in the same week last year. NHS England says the N virus is very contagious and can be caught from infected people and through touching contaminated surfaces such as a toilet flush handles. You can clearly see what's finna go on. Or if you have the spirit of Yahweh Shem shot on you, right? We're just here to tell you that it's gonna be the same scenario, right? The same type of procedures or steps how it was in the year 2019. Towards the end of the year, we was knowing about what was going on, Beginning of that following year, 2020, right? It was getting worse and worse. And what was it? February, March was when, things was locked up, And that was that trial run, man. We know Esau, he do a trial run, then he finna come through with the real deal, And Lord willing, this is the real deal when he do come down with it, man. They say it can sweep through car, homes, hospital wards, and nurseries. So yeah, that's just showing it's another case out here. It's a case of this right here. You have the pneumonia thing going on, and we see the plagues finna increases, the diseases finna keep increasing, man. So that was that on that. And the reason I brought up the Ephesians 5:15 is because see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools but as wise, redeeming that time because the days are evil. And it's on a healthy tip. Hey, we in the time you want to try to eat good as you can, so you got to worry about catching nothing. You have to go to Esau. Exercise, fast. Drink your teas. Whatever the case you can do just to keep your body up to par. Up under the radar first and foremost, because you don't want to go. We in the time you do not want to be going to Esau for nothing. The Lord gave us the medicines of the earth. We at the time, you want to take advantage of that, So it says, and that's a part of walking circumspectly. When you circumspect, you're watchful. That's all it is. You being wise about everything you do. So that was that on that little article. Didn't really have much on it. Just want to let you know that it is another a case that's uprising, man. Right? And this is the other one, the main one I want to grab. It says mystery pneumonia outbreak showing worrying similarities to how the C19 started, right? Like I said, the same scenarios, man. See then that you walk circumspectly, What happened then? All of a sudden, and they closed down things, and which we already know this time that they closed down things is for that C Rockland, man, right? Revelation 13 and 16. So it says China's mystery pneumonia-like eruption has sparked major fears over the virus spreading into Europe and badly infecting 4 major cities. And it's only going to get worse, man. Like, what's the movie called? Is it Outbreak? I know Songbird talks about, 2023? But it just stating a point, people. Excuse me. People have the hazmat suits on and all of that. That's how you should look in China. But it's going to get bad out here, man. Right? It says China's mystery pneumonia-like eruption has sparked major fears over the virus spreading into Europe and badly affecting 4 major cities. And even though this is happening inside China, and I also seen an article saying even in Ohio they have cases, right? But over these last couple of days since Thanksgiving, I have been noticing a lot of people have been wearing masks, and Esau hasn't even came down with a decree or a law telling you to wear masks, right? But people can feel it in the air. It's coming back around. You come around, you see a lot of folks catching the sniffs. Yeah, even myself, I'm trying to shake back, But you see it is all around, right? And we know sooner or later, right, it's going to be another shutdown. It says the outbreak that's shown worrying similarities to how the C19 started has been at the heart of controversy since hospitals were first overwhelmed with sick children. Right, I'm going to go down some, get to point out what really had me inside the article. It says, she said the likelihood of the outbreak reaching Europe is closely tied to global travel dynamics, right? And so even just that small little passage right there, that made me think about the scripture of 2nd Esdras 15, right? 2nd Esdras 15 and was it 17? I can jump to it and see. Kyle, right? It's like it says 2nd Esdras 15 verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. And that's going to be on numerous of things, right? Martial law as well. Hell breaking loose. You got to divide the cities up. You can't move around. Also, it's going to stop air travel, right? Because you go to that word global travel. You can just say global travel. It goes into interactions, right? And so if you got somebody that's sick over here and they illy sick, they real sick, and they go somewhere in Europe or somewhere, they're gonna what? Pass that illness on, man. And that's gonna spread over there, or parts that person may go. So hey, you can we can see real soon that they'll be shutting down the airways, man. Right? And the only way you have to travel is if they testing you. If you just like it was 2019, they test you. If you're okay, you can go. Excuse me. And if you're not, hey, you got the quarantine. And they may snatch you up and put you inside a different account instead of just got to quarantine at home, right? Because like I said, we inside those times, right? Revelation 2 and 10, go inside these concentration camps, these prisons. Because at the end of the day, you still got to get it on point to where you get to that the Karaga, man. The MO2, the TB, right? It says airports in cities like London, Paris, Frankfurt, and Amsterdam, known for their extensive global connections, may be the first European points of entry for the illness. These cities are not just transit hubs, they also host large, densely populated areas, which can facilitate the spread of respiratory infections, right? And what they're not trying to do is let this thing spread out. So what they're going to have to do to prevent it is do a shutdown, man. But we know behind the doors of a shutdown, what's going to be getting geared up, right? The presentation of the MO to the TB, right? That small grain of rice, I should say. I want them to clip my video. They clip this video, hell, my whole channel gonna be gone. But anyway, it's just the point, man. I just want to bring out a couple of precepts, just stating the point that, here we are, right? You should be looking forward to things shutting down again, man. And I would say before the election, but we shall see. We just watch me. We just prophesying the major points to you. What happens in between time, we have to just watch. All right, so that's going to make me go back to the top of this chapter, right? It says, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, right? And the Lord speak through his servant the prophets, right? Amos 3:7. Surely the Lord will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret to the servants the prophets, right? And like I just stated down, in verse 17, it says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Right? You're going to have a certain token, a certain badge to be able to move around real soon, man. And we see it happening. That's like with like I said, the C-19. They had people on, not house arrest, but what's the word? Damn, I forgot the word. Pretty much curfew, curfew. Yeah. You saw them did a curfew before. You got to be home or off the streets by a certain time. You know what I'm saying? They had it to the point where if you don't work for a essential job, you can't be on the roads. You know what I'm saying? So it's finna get like that, but it's finna be on a way worse scale. And the Lord reveals that to us, man. It says, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, right? Prophecy meaning to tell something before an event, tell about an event beforehand, which I'll put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, right? Because all we're doing is speaking the words of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. It says, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true, right? And that's just the point on that, man. We believe that and we see it, We see these things happening. It's the book of Habakkuk, 2 verse 3. I just get straight to the point. It says, for the visions yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. And what we do know is that, how can you say it? Right, the vision of the MO to the TB, right? We know that's going to happen, but it's the process, the things that's in between time, that you got to be vigilant about, being circumspect, watching around, paying attention to. Because these small things like this right here, they're talking about how the masks are going to come back, All of these things are going to lead up to what? To receiving that charagma, man. And this is the vision for an appointed time, right? A scheduled time. This going to be on display. This is going to be the mandatory thing to have in order to move around, And I will just bring out this precept just to let you know you can't be ignorant of Satan's devices, and also don't even trust Esau Edom, man, when he come with it, because he's finna come in a real temptational spirit, right? He's gonna make sure you're back against the wall, to where you dive into taking whatever solution that he has to prevent you from getting sick. This is 2 Corinthians 2:11. It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices, right? And all of these are fear tactics he's coming with. These are fear tactics to make the sheep, right? Because the sheep don't know no better, you know. Simple believer of every word, man. Let me grab that. Let me grab that. This is Proverbs 14, verse 15. The simple believer of every word, but the prudent man look well to his going, right? And we see these things happening, man, but we can keep calling on Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, right? Yahweh, the Heavenly Father name, Yahweh Shai is who the word incorrectly called Jesus, right? But we can keep calling on those names, right? And keep praying for that guidance, keep praying for that aid, you know? Because, hey, they're the ones that are going to keep us, you know, stable, you know, in good condition, right? From here on out, you know? So, hey, we're not looking for Esau, Edom. Yeah, he may come with you with these fear tactics, right? But we're not worrying about that. We prophesy about that, you know, because we know our enemy, you know. But it says the simple believer of every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his going. We know that the Lord is going to have a hedge around us inside these times, man. All right, so back in 2 Corinthians 2:11, it says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And that just going to the schemes and the plots, man, right? And I'm just close out with this right here, because we know end of the day, right? Slakia, we know with that being said, right, he's going to come with those smooth words, you know, and you just can't be ignorant, you know, of the time that we in. Psalms 55, verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. So he's going to move in a fear tactic way. Like I say, you can be ignorant of Satan devices, right? So he's going to move inside of a fear tactic way, if I'm saying it correctly, right? But he knows what's supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying? He's moving in a way to get rid of you, you know? So, you know, with that being said, you got to be circumspect, man. You know, heal yourself as much as possible. Drink your tea. Like I said, drink your teas, your water, fast. You know, pray first and foremost, you know. But he's going to come with smooth words, you know. But it's all a war tactic, man. You know, so Lord willing is edifying. It's one of the blood of trumpet on that. And like I said, Lord willing is edifying. And I want to give our honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Krakadash. Till next time, Shalom.